Hi, my name is Seti and welcome back to another tips and tricks with AppsEvents and Acer. AppsEvents.com, your place to find tips and tricks that you can use in the classroom. So let's add another one to it. In today's video, we're going to be looking at my 5 tips for your Gmail account. Maybe this is an existing account, maybe it's a brand new account that you've just been assigned for this school year. These are 5 things you can do to be more productive and stay on top of your Gmail. Let's get started. Here in my Gmail account, tip number 1 will be for you to start using labels. Labels are incredibly useful within Gmail, and they will enable you to not just tidy up your inbox and maybe strive towards that inbox 0. It will also help you to stay on top of previously received emails and follow up whenever a follow-up is required. Now you can set up your labels in various different ways. The easiest one is to look for the labels in the bottom left corner. Click on that plus icon and this will let you create a new label. You can also nest these labels underneath others. Now what I'm going to create now is a label, a demo label. So I'm going to call this demo emails, and I will use this in the future to store all my demo emails. So I'm going to create that label. As you can see, it has now been created and I can assign it a label color. So let's go ahead and do that. Click on those 3 dots and assign it a color. I'm going to assign it the yellow color. Now I can open up any email and assign a label to it. So let's do that. This is a demo email, just demonstrating labels. Well, here at the top, I can add a label. When I add that demo email, this is now added to this email and I can go ahead and archive the email. That means that now in my inbox, this email is no longer visible. But whenever I click on demo emails label, I can still find it. It's right there because it has a label. You can almost think of labels like little subfolders within your inbox. Tip number 2, use schedule send. You can schedule out emails ahead of time and you can also decide when these will be sent out. So let's go ahead and compose a new email. I'm going to send this to myself. Let's select that demo account right there. And I'm going to say scheduled email. I'm just going to send an email with some reminders for in the morning. So some friendly reminders for this week. Now you can create these emails on a Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, and only have them sent out the following Monday. Now, before sending that email, you're going to go to the bottom and instead of clicking on send, select that drop-down arrow. This gives you the ability to schedule send. Now, when you schedule send, you are going to get a number of options. You can have tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, Monday morning, or select a custom date and time. Now, when you're selecting a custom date and time, you can schedule this to any date or time you would like. So you could even use this to send out reminders about special events at school. Maybe you want to wish your colleagues a happy birthday. Well, you can set it all up at the start of the school year and then have it sent out at the right time. Once you've set up your scheduled messages, you can find all of these together in your scheduled tab on the left-hand side. Tip number 3, use the automated filters in Gmail. Gmail has a great filter system. Let's say that I want to automatically filter a number of different messages. Well, I can set that all up right here at the top. So let's go ahead and open up my advanced search. And I want to automatically create a filter that will run on every message sent from Teacher Tood's demo account. Now this could be maybe a phase leader or anyone else. If the subject includes the words meeting, then I want to automatically assign a label to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, if it has the words meeting, I'm going to create a filter. Now I can have a number of things happen whenever those parameters are met. So I can have it skip the inbox and archive it. I can have it marked as read. I can star it or apply a label. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to apply a label. I will automatically apply the label notes. And then I can also go back to all the previous messages I may already have in my inbox by ticking this box down at the bottom. So let's go ahead and create that filter. And you will see that automatically this right here that just arrived has been assigned this label. Now, any email that comes in from that account with the word meeting in the subject will automatically be assigned the label. This is great whenever you're receiving newsletters or other messages and they're coming from certain accounts. you can automatically have them archived, send them to your notes, or send them to a newsletter label. Which brings us to tip number 4, and that is create aliases for your own Gmail account. You can sign up to services and newsletters using an unlimited number of aliases for your account. Let me demonstrate that. This Gmail account is sdc.teacher01, but I can use the plus symbol to add an alias. So let's do that when I'm signing up for the following newsletter. I'm going to use the same demo account, sdc.teacher01, and now I'm going to add plus. I'm going to type in newsletter and then the rest of my email address. Now, anything behind that plus will be ignored by Gmail, and so I will still receive these emails. Another great way of using this is when you're signing up for various services. So for example, I'm here on the Canva page, and as you can see, I've signed up with my demo account, added plus Canva, and then the rest of that email address. That means that any email that now comes from Canva will automatically include that plus Canva. That means that I can now set up in my Gmail a filter that looks for that. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to create this filter. Anything that comes from that email address, so the demo account plus the word Canva, will automatically be filtered out. We're going to have it skip the inbox, mark it as read, and apply a label. We can create a new label here. So let's create a label that says Canva. This will automatically be applied to any email sent to that address. Create this filter. From now on, if and when Canva sends me an email, it will automatically skip my inbox, archive the message, apply a label, and then I can later go into the Canva box and see all the emails sent to me by Canva. And then tip number 5 is choose the inbox that works for you. Gmail has many different ways of displaying information. Let me just show you a couple. Here in my inbox, as you can see, I have primary, social, and promotion tabs at the top. This is one of the options that Gmail gives you. However, when I open up my settings and I go into See All Settings, I will have lots more options available. Here under Inbox, I can change what that looks like. You can see I can add an updates or a forums, but I can also change the inbox type. We can have important first. This will highlight messages that are deemed important, and you even have the option to change how many messages it displays on top. Then underneath that, we will see everything else. We also have the unread first. This will show you all the unread messages at the top, the rest at the bottom, and again, you can choose how many of those messages will be displayed. We also have the start first, priority inbox, and then my favorite, the multiple inboxes. The multiple inboxes let you run search queries and then display inboxes based on those search queries. So what I would suggest is that you have a look at all these different versions of the inbox and then choose the one that fits your workflow best. Once you've decided, make sure you scroll down and click on Save Changes, because whenever we're changing settings in Gmail, we have to click on Save Changes before they are applied. Now, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel. My name is Seti. This was another Tips and Tricks with AppsEvents and Acer. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.